We're just gonna, this is just to see, so you'll see here, okay? So this is, it tells you you're live. You'll see certain people start, once they start popping on, you'll see, it'll show, and I'll be able to answer through this here. So what I'll do.
So are people going to ask questions typing to you?
So I'll see them here.
You're going to ask the question?
So if you look.
Anybody like us yet?
So my water's not in the thing, so that's okay. Perfect.
So Dave Surratt.
Thanks, Dave. Oh, I'm crooked. Can't have that. I have to show my note. Hey, Dave.
So that's what everyone is. So Chris is on. Right? So you can feel free to just, you can do that if you know someone that came on. Like, so Chris is on. See, Chris said, hey, guys.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
So what we'll do, like, we can just, for, I don't know, a couple minutes, because people start getting alerts on their phone, right?
Okay.
So you know we're live.
It's because of Twitter or something?
Yeah, see, Brenda popped on. So
Hi, Brenda.
the more people that share this, so if Chris and Brenda and everyone, the more people that share that we're live, the more people will actually see it, right? So if anyone wants to, so you can tell them, just tell them that if they have questions or anything like that.
But we're not actually live right now.
You are live,
Oh,
right?
we are live. Oh,
You are. So careful what you say about
Nothing to be
Chris.
nervous about.
So Chris could really hear me. Okay.
So just as long as you have the live button right here,
All right.
okay?
I thought you were just showing me
So
what
there's
it was going to
3
look
people
like. I
watching.
didn't
No.
know it actually
No.
worked.
This
We
is
are live.
legit live
All
right
right.
now. So.
I can't really read that very well.
That's okay.
I
I'm
just
going to be able to
shared-
read it. I'm going to be able to read it here.
Okay, good.
Brenda is saying that you guys are looking great.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Brenda.
she just shared it. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
So more and more people. So you guys, like I said, we'll wait a couple minutes before you want to start.
Sure.
They're hearing everything. Is everything sounding all right? If you're able to hear, is everything sounding okay? How's everything sounding? All right, so we got about 10 people, 11.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Did you put this on Facebook that we were doing this?
It is.
today?
It's mainly on.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and basically,
Sounds
once this is good, once this is done, it'll be saved, so people
Okay.
can watch it back.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Good.
Whenever you're ready, you guys can start if you'd like.
Hi, I'm here at the courthouse in beautiful Tuscot, here with Judge Judy Frotten, and we're here upstairs in the courthouse. And today is the opening day, and you're welcome to come and do a tour. And I understand there's a free deal on.
Yes, there is. Today is our first day. We have new students, so we're doing free tours today and tomorrow as well.
Perfect. Come give the students a test and get a free tour out of it. So come on down. It's a beautiful day. So what is in this building actually, Judy?
Well, this is Canada's oldest courthouse and jail, and it was built in 1805. So as we mentioned, we do interpretive tours here, so people can come in. Normally we charge for the tour $2 a person or $4 for a family. And it's very interesting to come through the building. You can go through the building and look at everything, but the interpretive tour is the best way to do it because the guides will really make the building come alive and tell you what's happened here. There was a lot of purposes to this building over the years since it was built in 1805.
Yeah, I see there's it's nice and bright up here, but downstairs there's a little shady, dark corridor down there. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it is. Actually, most of our visitors, when they come in, prefer the downstairs. The most interesting part for most people is the jail area. We chose to do this up here because, like you said, it's nice and bright up here, but it's quite dark down in the jail. So it's quite interesting to go through and experience what prisoners would have experienced back in the 1800s.
Yeah, I've seen the cells are pretty scary. You have a resident down there.
Yes, we do.
I've seen him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So visitors can come and say hello to Percy. And when the students are bringing people through the tour, sometimes they'll warn people that Percy is in that second cell, and sometimes they don't. And we always get people quite a start when they go by.
Yeah. Now, I've heard that this place is haunted. Is that true?
It's funny that you say that. I was just saying to the students this morning, when we were sitting up here, we were going through the tour, practicing again this morning, and you hear a lot of strange noises in this building. Sound carries very strangely through the building. And what I told them is that 99.9% of the time, there's a very good reason for, or there's a logical reason for the noise. There's an explanation for it. But I left it at that. Not necessarily 100% of the time. I've actually myself witnessed a couple of strange things in this building.
Have you?
And I'm not one to normally believe in those types of things. So I can't explain them. But I'll just give you one of the examples, if you want. So 2 summers ago, I came into our gift shop. So we do have a gift shop as well. It's called The Cell. And I came into our gift shop to look for a book for a customer. And we had 2 students there at the time. And the cleaner was also in the building doing the spring cleaning for us. And the cleaner walked by while I was looking at the books. And on the very top shelf, there was a book. It's not the book I was looking for, but there was a book. It's not hanging off the edge. It's just on the top shelf. There were quite a few books there, so it wasn't by itself or anything. And all of a sudden, that book flew off the very top shelf onto the floor for no reason, and the jacket just fell off. So
Yeah, that's a little
it was a
eerie.
little bizarre because there was no reason. There really was no reason for that to happen. So it did freak all of us out, kind of.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I see around here, this room is really interesting. There's a jury's bench, a prisoner's dock where Scott Muse is prisoner right now. There's a plaintiff bench. And when was the last trial in here?
Now, the last court was held in 1944. So the court, it was used that there was different levels of court between when it first opened in 1805 until 1944. The last level of court was magistrates' court. And like the Supreme Court was in the 1920s, but it continued on as magistrates' court until the last magistrate passed away in the community, and they didn't replace him. So then it became, after it was used for court, it became the municipal offices until, from 1945 until 1976.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, it's interesting. So when they came to court and they were found guilty, they were just brought down the back stairs and flung into the cell.
Actually, no. The cells here were just holding cells. So this is where people stayed until the judge came to hear the trial. So they could have stayed for quite a long time waiting for that. So it could have been 6 months. Because usually it was twice a year that the circuit judges would come through. So, but once they were actually, when they had the court case and were found guilty and they had time to serve, they were moved to another jail, probably in Yarmouth.
So they're here prior.
Yes, yeah. So this was always just holding.
Pretty creepy.
It is just a little bit. Yes.
I seen your gift shop downstairs, and I'm going to come back with some money and buy the Argus. I can't be on this property without talking about the Argus.
Yes.
The Argus is like the best kept secret. Well, it's not a secret anymore, but it's a publication about the municipality and the history, and there's nothing that's not in those. And we really, really enjoy them at home.
Good.
And there's a thumb drive I seen down there.
Yes.
With years and years of the publications from 89 to...
Yes, I have to mention Peter Crowell here, because Peter Crowell started the Argus in 1989, so we're actually in our 29th year of producing that. It is his baby. It is like an encyclopedia for the municipality of Argyle. It's documenting stories and photos of the communities, the people in communities that make up the municipality of Argyle.
Yeah.
And that USB that you're talking about is something that we did for our 25th anniversary. And so it cost $25, and it's the first 20 years of the Argus.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm getting that for Father's Day. So, Dad, if you're on here, you're getting one. And he goes on my mom's Facebook, I know. So, and it's lunchtime, perfect time for him. I also seen down there jewelry. Do you still have Surratt's Island Bridge jewelry?
Yes, we do. We did bridge jewelry first for the Tuscan Bridge that washed away, and then we did it for the Surratt's Island Indian Sluice Bridge too.
Okay.
So we have, of the Tuscan Bridge, we may have a piece or two left possibly, and we have several pieces left of the Surratt's Island
Okay,
Bridge.
because I had heard there was no bridge jewelry left, but I see
There
it
is a little
downstairs.
bit, yes, there is a little bit.
That's really neat.
It is very
Very
interesting.
neat. What are you up to this summer?
Well, this summer we have several special events planned. It is Canada 150 this year, so we're doing something that we're doing in collaboration with our archives that's next door. Is the archives is working on something we call Argyle Through the Ages. So they're choosing 150 photos from our archival collection. And they're going to do like a virtual exhibit. It's going to be available on our Facebook page and also on our website. And we've had interest from like Yarmouth and Acadian Shores has indicated to us that they'd be very happy to share that as well.
Oh, that's going to be really nice.
So I think that'll be very nice. And we're doing that a little bit in collaboration with the museum. So what we're going to do is choose some of those photos that we're going to exhibit actually in our grand jury room. So in the past, we're not a collecting museum, so when people come here, if they've been here and they see the tour, they love it, there's not been a lot of reason for locals to come back because there's not been a lot of new content. That's something that we really want to change. So
that'll work.
last year we had our grand jury room used to be just storage space, and we just redid it last year. So this year we're planning on starting to use it for our exhibit space. So we want to put things in, something different each summer so the locals can keep coming and seeing something new here, experience something new.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we think so.
Looking
We
forward
hope
to the
so.
pictures. Yeah. So you have new students.
We have 8 students this year.
Nice.
6 of them have started, and there's 4 that are primarily archival students and 4 that are primarily museum students.
Okay.
Although everybody does a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who contributes to the gift shop?
We have a gift shop committee that sort of runs it, and so we have a lot of items, like the things that are like souvenirs and things are normally our items. We have a lot of people that just make things and donate them to us.
Okay.
And then we also have consigners, like local artisans that we kind of approach and we ask them, and so they put their items in. So Mr. Spates, Winston Spates, is one of our biggest sellers, and he does turned wood.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes, yes. So our shop is not quite put together yet. People can come in anytime because you're welcome to go through, and if there's anything you want, we'll do it. But over the next few days, the consigners are just bringing in their items. So probably within a week or two, the shop will be much more full than it is right now.
I saw a beautiful maple bowl.
Yes.
Who makes
That is Mr. Spades that does all those things.
Yeah.
So we sell a lot of his things. He usually has to restock several times throughout the summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes a nice
Nice
gift idea.
gifts.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
What are your hours?
This time of year, we're open, the museum is open 9 to 4 this time of year. In July and August, and we're open Monday to Friday, but in July and August, we're open 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then on Thursdays for farmers market, we stay open till 6 o'clock.
Oh, yes, perfect. Yes, because the farmer's market starts June 22nd
Yes, that's right.
into mid-September.
That's right.
That's
So we always make sure that one of the buildings is open. Usually it's this one on Thursdays.
Okay, so let's go with a personal question.
Okay.
So what's your favorite thing about working here?
My favorite thing is that every day I do something different. And what I like the most, I have to tell you a little story.
Sure.
When I switched careers, I used to work very hard in my last career. And when I moved to this job, I'm not working any less. I'm probably working more. And my father said to my mom, he said, I thought she changed because she was working too hard. This was his perception.
Yeah.
And Mom said, no. She said, that's not why. She said she loves her job. And so I'm not sure if he still understands that. But to me, it just does not feel like work. It doesn't matter how much I'm working or how many hours I put in. I just feel that here, what I'm doing now, it makes a difference. So that is my favorite thing.
What is your title?
I'm the Heritage Development Officer.
Sounds important. To me, anyway. Very good. Anything else you'd like to expand on?
I just want to talk about that we do have several special events coming up this summer. I talked about the Canada 150 project,
Yes.
but on June 14th we are doing our annual general meeting for the Historical Society, and we're going to be unveiling our rhododendron garden at that
Yes.
event. We're planning on having a ice cream social in July, and we're going to do a historical tour of Tusket in August, and we have other special events, probably
sounds really
Museum Day, I
nice.
think, in July. And but anyways, as the events come up, we will be posting those on our Facebook page, and we invite people to like our Facebook page, Argyle Township Courthouse and Archives.
Argyle Township Courthouse and Archives. Just go there right now and like that page.
Yes, please.
I have to comment on your jewelry. I don't know if anybody can notice.
Yes.
But it looks like a set of handcuffs.
Yes. En français, c'est des petites menottes.
Des petites menottes.
We sell these in our gift shop, and it's actually my favorite little souvenir that we sell here.
It's cute.
It's very cute because it is a conversation starter because
Yes.
most people don't wear little handcuffs as jewelry. So when people see it, they want to know what it's all about. So it's kind of interesting to say it's from Canada's oldest courthouse and jail.
That is interesting. Do you have handcuffs downstairs?
Yes, we do. Or do you mean, are you talking
No,
about this little?
I'm meaning
we
the
do.
real ones.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You can see our handcuffs if you come and experience the tour.
Sure, as long as you don't keep me locked up. Set me free before night falls.
We do get some people that ask if we can keep their spouse for a little while, so
I bet you do.
just once in a while.
Thanks, everyone, for joining us at the courthouse. Come do a tour. Come in the next 2 days, you'll get a free tour with some new students who are looking for a challenge and looking to learn.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Bye.